The actions you take on site can have a really big impact, not just when you're doing the job. There could be impact when you're training apprentices, when you might not be able to get a certificate of occupancy, or when the owner might have the home independently tested through blower door testing, energy or thermal audits. In other words, there could be impacts on the lifetime of the building. This can affect you through not being able to finish the job or even getting involved in legal cases, the costs involved in rectification work and making good old jobs, getting bad references or a bad reputation, losing staff through loss of job satisfaction, improper training or corners being cut. And it can impact on homeowners by reduced energy efficiency, lower building performance, damage and building failures, health and well-being issues, health and safety issues, reduced value on the market when they come to sell the house, lower levels of comfort, and work that must be repaired. Can't underestimate the stress and anxiety and general frustration that can result from such things as this. Whereas, if you carry out the work according to the designs, there are numerous positive benefits, including a good reputation, the chance to educate your staff, more knowledge on performance, improved energy efficiency skills, your workforce staying longer in roles, being able to do the job once, not twice, getting paid on time without issues because everyone's happy, and generally saving money in the long run. Also getting a stream of further jobs because everyone's happy. As an architect, I want to work with builders, subcontractors and apprentices who will work collaboratively with me to understand what I've designed and who will deliver that without cutting corners or making changes, unless we have a really good discussion around it. And then I'll want to work with them again and again on multiple jobs.
This year we've moved into our new home. We had it built just nearby and we're thrilled. We worked with our architect to get a builder and subcontractors who understood what we were trying to achieve and who had some experience of working on more sustainable projects as well, and who understood that we wanted to communicate about any issues as they arose. When products and materials weren't available or when we hit an issue like we did with the doors, we felt involved in the decisions being made, and the builders and our architect reached solutions that were in line with regulations, with the sustainability goals and our designs. And our new place is bigger than the old one, but the first energy bill we received was nearly half the energy bill from the same time of year in our old home. And it definitely feels cooler and more comfortable in summer. We've recommended the builder and the architect to all of our friends.
At Verticon, we're a simple bunch. Simple but passionate about standing up and making a difference and doing what's right in our jobs. That's why we've chosen to adopt a responsible building methodology to all of our projects. In our opinion, it's no longer sustainable for companies to just use money as their true measure of success. We've chosen to integrate the word responsible into our business plan, which will govern the way we run all aspects of our business, from office to on-site. How do we do this? By making deliberate choices about everything from FSC timbers to low VOC paints, solvents and glues, and from being proactive with waste separation on site to integrating grey water systems where applicable. Now we're looking at solar panels with battery backup where possible and investing time into each project's pre-construction phase using the latest technology, which leads to smarter ordering, less waste, reduced delivery fees, fewer emissions into the atmosphere and better energy efficiency. Above all, we work with the clients, the architects and other trades to make sure that what's been designed actually gets built. That way we can be sure of the quality and performance of the end product, and we can teach our apprentices the value of getting it right the first time. We try to achieve the highest possible energy efficiency for each home we work on. So we want to work with contractors that understand the importance of actually building what was designed and who take the time to understand and install what was specified in the designs. There's some things that are really important to us that go into any project of ours, and one of the big ones of that is communication. We obviously want to make sure that everyone between the client, the architect and us as the builder are all talking the same language before we go into the project. One of the big ones of that is obviously a pre-construction meeting, and that's internally and also with the client and the architect. We want to make sure that we get the chance to talk through some new materials, how we're going to install certain things, make sure that we are actually on the same page with how that's going to go together and everyone's happy with the timeline of that. And one of the big things for us is obviously our cloud-based software. So we're carrying the same software all the way through from quoting, through to project management and procurement, and then all the way through to invoicing. So at the end of the day, we know that we can track the project down to the last dollar. The client's happy, we're happy, and we know we've created a really energy efficient home that everyone's really, really happy with.
Usually people always think short term, so people do think about materials, but I don't think when it comes to cost and when they're trying to build a house or buy a house, it's in the back burner somewhere.
And sustainability being important, the issue that we're talking about at the moment, is chasing back that supply chain. So some of the questions that I'd ask my suppliers would be to do with the technical capabilities of their product and the longevity of their product, and a lot to do with the supply chain of where their product was produced and how it was produced and what materials go into the making up of their product.